Prepare for 2022. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. If things keep headed the way the direction that they're going, that they have been going, 2019, 2020, this year, mainly 2020. 2020 is when hopefully people got a wake-up call. And then this year reinforces it. We've seen shortages, we've seen price increases, we've seen shrinkflation, we've seen a lot of different things. We've seen meat shortages. I wouldn't say shortages to the point where you can't get any, but definitely less and definitely more expensive. We've seen new variants, and they're going to keep coming. We've seen people being not forced, but coerced into drinking that flavor Kool-Aid, that flavor soda. We've seen people stand strong, stick to their values if they choose not to do it, and suffer consequences. We've seen that. We've also seen people capitulate. To me, if you want to get it, go for it. God gave us free will. But if you are against it, then stand strong. Stick by your morals. Stick by your beliefs. If your beliefs are to get it, go for it. That's 100% your belief, your right. But recognize other people's right to choose for themselves. Even if you want to do whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. Respect free will. The kind of people that really bother me are the kind of people that are against drinking that flavor soda and then capitulate, give in, give up, compromise themselves and who they are to keep a job. There are lots of jobs out there. I'm not saying it's easy. Staying strong and doing hard things has never been easy. Look at our founding fathers, how much they gave up. They gave up their fortunes. They gave up their lives, a lot of them. Because that's what it takes. Strong men create good times. Right now we're in the weak men creating bad times. We need strong men and women, men meaning mankind, to stand, to not compromise, to be strong. Going forward, there are going to be a lot more challenges. I hope you're getting food. Food is power. Food is control. Same with water. We have to eat, we have to drink. If you want to control people, control the food and water. Well, if you grow your own and raise your own and have food storage stacked to the rafters, then you can't be controlled by food. If you have water sources, if you're collecting rainwater, if you have water storage, if you've identified local water sources, if you're digging a well, if you have a well, there's a lot of ways that you can give yourself, set yourself up for freedom, to not be controlled. Food storage is your emergency fund. It is peace of mind, huge peace of mind. So if you have food storage and all the preps and you're good for, a good period of time, say a year, say 6 months, whatever it is, and then that you drink this flavor soda or you lose your job comes up, you will be in a much better position to not compromise your beliefs if you choose not to. Because you know your family will get fed. Preparedness is strength. It's a position of power. I want you all to be in a position of power. I don't want you to have to be under anybody's thumb. Preparedness is a way of life. As long as we make it fun, it's very enjoyable. It's not just, ordering a couple things here and there on Amazon, picking up stuff at Walmart. It's not about that. It's a way of life. It's constantly improving. And that's life in general. You should always be constantly improving. You should always be learning. You should always be pushing yourself. You should always try to get outside your box, outside your comfort zone. Try new things. Do hard things. Don't just do the easy things. Do the difficult things. Get yourselves prepared and set up now. We don't know how bad it's going to get. There's rumors of wars also. Is that going to happen? How is that going to affect us? I don't know. We'll see. But if you're prepared, it could be one of those things where you're out, working your garden, raising your animals, doing your things, playing with your kids, doing some bushcraft stuff in the woods, and your neighbor comes over and he's like, "Hey, how's it going? Are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, why?" "Oh, well, the world ended." Or, everything collapsed a couple days ago. And you're like, "Really? Okay, hadn't noticed." That's where you want to be. Unaffected by external forces. I get it. We all can't be 100% self-sufficient. But heading that direction is a very good plan. I ask that all you guys would increase your preparedness, please. Up your game. Take it seriously. Don't procrastinate. The holidays, Christmas, is right around the corner. If you celebrate Christmas and you want to get gifts for those people you care about, get them practical things. Preparedness related things, bushcraft related things, survival related things. They can still be fun. Even if it's a toy version of something like that the kids can play with. They get familiar with carrying it, using it, practicing with it, playing with it. It gets them in that mindset. That's important. And if you're buying things for adults, use your better judgment. Get them things that they will use, that they will like, but that have a use, a practical use for survival or for protection, for whatever. There's a lot to this whole preparedness thing. It's not just buying food and having some water set aside, maybe having some medical preps. That's not just all what it's about. There are so many skills involved. Have you ever been to a country that's collapsed? Third world country? A country where people live sustainably? Provide for themselves? I have. Many. Totally different way of life. Something you have to experience. Something that we might experience. It's going to be a steep learning curve for people that don't take heed now. That don't learn these skills. That don't get out and prepare themselves and their families. You don't want to be learning, trying to catch up, play catch up at the last minute, or during an event, or when stuff's going down, when troops are invading, when you're watching the stock market crash, the housing market crash, the bubbles burst, all the calamity. Yellowstone blowing up half the country. You don't want to start trying to oh shoot, I need to learn to can now, when there's ash and lava flying from the air and stuff. That's just an example. But seriously, do stuff now. I hope I'm getting through to you guys. It's important. I have a lot of gaps. I have a lot of stuff I need to learn, but I'm constantly moving forward. I'm constantly striving to fill those gaps, to mitigate my weaknesses. We can't be perfect. That's where tribe comes in. Team, MAG, mutual assistance groups, variety of skill sets, variety of knowledge, varying abilities, to do different things. We all can't be out running, tactical out running around. That's not for everybody. But don't discount people that aren't young and capable. Other people, disabled, elderly, have tons of knowledge and wisdom and stuff that we can all use. So don't discount anybody based on that. Judge them based on their ethics, their work ethic, their morals, their beliefs, their desire to work hard and to learn and to do every little menial task or big task, to be a team player. That's important. We need to move forward. We have to be progressing. 2022 there's a lot of stuff setting up. All these dominoes are setting up, ready to fall. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I know people are like, oh, people have been saying this forever, You're right. Some people have. But we're in a unique situation now where a lot of things are lining up. We got to be aware of these things. We got to think about these things. We got to prepare for these things. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, share the videos, ring the notification bell, all those kind of things. Check out the links in the description below also. Please, I appreciate it. Just be smart. Use your head. Analyze your weaknesses. That's a big part. I used to drag race, building fast cars. There was this group of people I called them magazine racers. They look at these parts on a magazine and it's like, the ad says, oh, this part adds 10 horsepower, this part adds 20 horsepower. So they buy those and they say, okay, I have 30 more horsepower. Well, maybe the things they were adding were all exhaust oriented. Maybe their weak point, their mitigating factor, is induction. Maybe that's the choke point. So they didn't actually gain hardly anything because they didn't concentrate on the weakness, on the choke point. Free that up, then you build the right power. Same kind of thing with preparedness. Take a look at your preps. Have a prepper notebook. Analyze your weaknesses and try to fill those gaps. Build on your strengths, of course, but fill those gaps. Mitigate those weaknesses. Make you a good, well-rounded prepper. Be really prepared for what is coming. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate all the good comments. I appreciate the community. Preparedness community is awesome. Good people here, for the most part. In the right mindset. Keep going. Keep fighting the good fight. Don't get discouraged. A little bit at a time. Prep a little every day. And, like I say, prep out of peace of mind, not out of fear. Have a wonderful day. And blessings to you and yours.